Oh, I'm sorry. You caught me while I was taking my saber cat for a ride. But as long as you're here, let's do some building. Welcome back to Dragon Quest Builders 2! I've been busy. So I've got this castle more or less situated. I've also got a pretty hearty snowfield and some other things that we'll talk about. I also, as you may have noticed, have a saber cat. So the saber cat is kind of neat because I had the saber cub before, and technically I still do. But the saber cat is one of the boss monsters on one of the Explorer Shores. And it takes beating this thing up like 5 times or so, but you can tame even it. It's faster than the saber cub, and has a double... It's faster than the saber cub, can jump higher than the saber cub, and has a double jump. So, you know, just in case you want to just kind of go wherever. So I've got this castle more or less situated. There's not a lot more work that needs done on it. To be honest, I don't know how I feel about the blue ceiling. I don't know how I feel. I gave it a shot. I was like, hey, castles have like roofs like that. I don't know how I feel about them. But anyway, let's go for the tour. Well, before we go in there, real quick, I explored not explored, I put out a ton of snow. Ton of snow. Everywhere snow. Got the snow down here, going clear out to the traps. Going way out here to the east. I pretty much put snow everywhere, except right here. This little area in the corner, one of the tablet targets you may recall was to make a poison swamp. This is going to be designated that. So that's what we're going to get to when we get to that. In the meantime, let's take a tour of the castle, show you what I did to the place. Put a door on the front, decorated. Instantiated a bell that draws all of the soldiers together. Gives me any hearts that are out and about. Got a couple other monsters, like the Hammerhood, you can see there. That's not everybody. I'm sure they're around somewhere. Maybe they're upstairs. I got a bunch of monsters because another tablet target was to bring monsters to the Isle of Awakening. So I did that, just because that would have been real boring to do on screen. Tidied up the staircase some, got a proper second floor on. Turned all of these rooms over here. I couldn't figure out what to do with this hole in the wall in front, so I just blocked it in. But turned this into a real nice castle cafeteria here, made with the large windows. Made a nice little field over here, which are robot farms from. Going in back, these back rooms actually looked pretty nice, but I walled this in just enough to get a nice bathroom here. This is a chivalrous toilet, which is a toilet if you put this banner up in your toilet. Have a war room just in back, plenty of space to get around. One nice thing about this castle, plenty of space. Still have this in back, real nice. I really didn't do much back here other than put some plants in. And put a banner on the wall. Have our training room in this back corner. Got some nice floors down. Oh, I never did change that. Do I have any more flagstone on me? It does... No, I have 3. Dang it. Okay, well, I'll have to fix that later. You can see that little bit of dirt coming through the corner there. Then we have an armory over here where we can put various wares that we want them to change into. Or not change into, armor. Weapons, that's the thing. Weapons that we want them to weapon into. Going up front, we have a graveyard. Even though nobody's buried here, it's here to remember the path that we took to get here. Across from that, we have a nice little church. Cool chapel. So, you know. The chapel is... We had to make one of these already, but it was... I think it's... 1 altar, 2 torches, 1 statue, and 2 chairs? Got a nice floor down everywhere. Didn't have to do much else. Medication station. And then going upstairs, I did plenty of work upstairs. So, I wasn't sure if I wanted downstairs to keep the walls low, or to lower the walls, or to keep them high, because they were naturally high. I raised them all by 1 block in order to meet the floor of the top floor. But the bottom floor was... I like this open, you can kind of see everything that's going in, even though it's technically enclosed. And the reason I ended up deciding not to do anything was because the ceiling comes down here in the back, and I could not be bothered with destroying all of those blocks to put it too high, but otherwise that would have meant that I only had 2 blocks of open space on the side, which just didn't feel worth it, really. Anyway, upstairs we have a very nice throne room here, going off to the side with the royal bedchamber. Have a door taking you outside where you can walk around on the roof if you so choose. Then on the other side, we have the princess's bedroom. Very similar to the royal bedchamber, it just has to have this princess's bed and a plant on a potter instead of a fireplace. Also door to go outside. Over here, I made this a Nessa's room. I figured as the head royal guard, she should be at the ever ready to take care of herself in times of need. And then I have in back just the cool garrison. These are all going to be cool because it's all these castle blocks. But the garrison, which is... It's just kind of a bigger barracks. A barracks has beds and armor and stuff in it. So the garrison is just kind of a bigger one. It has 8 beds, 2 torches, 4 armors. The front here, there's not really anything in this room. This is just kind of a nice little place that you can come out. Get a little look at the light. We have a nice library off in the corner, which library I think is... You can kind of tell. It's 1 note, 1 table, 1 chair, 5 bookcases, 3 bibliopiles, and 3 books. I like that these are called bibliopiles. Anyway, that's that. I saw some people complaining about asking where the shower is, so I gave them a shower. We're kind of going to give them another shower later, but I figured, why not? Oh, you know, something... I forgot to do it on the top floor. Here. I forgot to make this bottom block here the bottom block all the way around. That's going to require a fair bit of work, actually. Because not only do I have to break them, but I have to do this thing in order to get this bottom block to actually be a thing. And then I can grab this bottom block and put it wherever. And then I can put another one here if I ever need another one. So that's going to be an amount of work. Maybe I'll do that someday. Maybe I won't care enough. But anyway, that is the refurbished castle. Again, not sure how I feel about the blue roof. Just feels too large and flat. Just not enough going on. I don't know, though. I don't know if I'll change it. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Anyway, something else that I did was back here in the Green Gardens. I didn't do a lot back here, per se. everybody still sleeping? So many eggs. I have too many chickens. I need to get rid of some of these chickens. There's actually a reason, too, that I have too many... I have too many chickens by accident. And I need to get rid of them, because it's actually kind of important that I get rid of them. Because it's gonna cause problems. For reasons I'll get to shortly. But, I went down here, and I went out and I farmed enough of these to be able to get full fields. So at this stage in the game, we're actually starting to get near a lot of the game's built-in limits, which those limits aren't really going to ease up until post-game. But those limits are that you can have 60 villagers. That may seem like a lot, but that's 20 per area, and animals count. We're currently at like 55 or so, and there's still more than I need. There's also a crop limit. I'm not exactly sure how it is, but if you had this full, what is this, 80 crops? If you had the full 80 crops per one of these of each crop, that's beyond the limit. The only reason I haven't hit the limit is because I have these water channels inside, which of course reduces the number that I have. But anyway, that's what I've done here. I have not done anything in the Scarlet Sands. Except use the changing room to make sure everybody was in uniform. And I really haven't done much over here, other than put in a second furnace because I got tired of waiting on the first furnace, and a fire thing over here. Anyway, there's still stuff that I missed, and still more to talk about. Oh, right. Because not only did I do that, but Tofutopia officially has its own boat. Had to make a real friggin' long bridge to get out here to it. But this thing is entirely refurbished. The only thing that I could not change were these bat blocks. Because I can't break them. That's not even like the wub 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 of, like, plot will let you break them. No, I just can't break them. But otherwise, it is entirely refurbished. All of the old musty crates have been replaced with better crates. All of the old broken barrels have been replaced with better barrels. The floors have been fixed up. The cracked floors have been changed out. There's been some minor quality of life things added too, like I put a railing here around the side to prevent you from falling down. I fixed the symmetry up here, which does kind of ruin the steering wheel. This was a 5 wide, but that meant it stuck out further on this side than it did on this side. And the mast wasn't lined up straight anyway. So, just fix that up real nice. The roof back here was virtually non-existent. There was almost no roof, and there was a lot of guessing that I had to do to figure out what this thing was supposed to look like. Inside the door, I did some reorganization in here because I could not figure out how you were intended to get to this back door. You had to, like, walk along beams and such. So I just kind of reorganized some so you could just walk back here. Hitting the wrong button. Hitting the dash button. And I need to hit the open button. Down below, again, I've organized everything so there's not just crap everywhere. Barrels and boxes everywhere. Refurbished, fixed up, made look nice. Shoved all the boxes into corners, and once again refurbished. I couldn't figure out how you were intended to work the cannons. that are up here. I also had to replace a couple cannons. So I put in a staircase and a guardrail going around so you can actually get to these cannons. Put in a small ladder on either side of this so you can actually climb up here to get to these cannons. Fixed up the floor all through here. All the floor and the walls and everything all through here. This front area was completely destroyed. It was pretty much entirely destroyed. So it's been way fixed up and prepped up and looking way nicer now. I added a doorway on either side here so you can get to these side storage rooms. The cell, oddly enough, was one of the best taken care of areas, so not nearly as much needed to be done for this. And you almost can't tell, but I've also cleaned up the area down there. There's no direct access to it. They don't intend you really to have access to it. You can get there by going this way. But again, there's no direct way to even get to this location. But it's also cleaned up. There's a lot of weird leftovers down here that you can kind of tell design-wise. Maybe they intended to do something up top and then didn't. But anyway, it's all cleaned up and all ready to go. I really wanted to make a better way to access the area down there, but I just could not find something or come up with something that didn't require me kind of overhauling the design of the ship. I wanted to leave it pretty much entirely intact, as much as I could. Again, just some minor quality of life changes, like this ladder, so you can actually climb up the mast to a crow's nest that I added in. You may notice that the sail is still looking a little ragged. I don't yet have the blocks to do anything with that. But anyway, crow's nest was added, so we got that here. So that is the Great Tofutopia boat. Oh, I also had to fix up the outside, which was a massive pain in the butt. Especially when you get down closer to the waterline, I effectively had to build, like, a giant friggin'... What's the word for it? I can't think of it. It's on the tip of my tongue. A giant friggin', like, railing network down here so I could actually get to the bottom of the boat to fix it up. Because, hoo boy, was it just kinda wrecked. So anyway... that's what I did. Now, we still have some work to get done. Because I missed a couple things on the Explorer Shores. So we gotta get back out to that crap. So for this, I'm going to be bringing along Brittany. And let's say... I feel so bad because I really want to bring Zara. But they don't let you yet. Do you have to beat the game? I thought it would unlock them once they finished the thing, and I was kind of free reign to progress the plot and what have you. Maybe I've got to go talk to the guy and do, like, one more quest or something. Anyway, let's bring Babs. So I also found you can have a maximum of 3 people in your party. So this is it. This is all you got. Oh, the work on all of this took so long, I went through about 150 eggs. I don't know what the rate of eating food is, but about 150 eggs worth of food. Oh, I also built this back here. I had to build it kind of far away from the rest of my house, because the rest of my house is filled with water. But this is a real fancy design for your bottomless pot, to be able to get whatever liquid you want. Oh, I also tidied up over here. Now that I have the shallow mode of the bottomless pot and I can pick up seawater, I fixed up everything over here, made it look real nice. So you can see under all of these now. It's not all on top of a big rock. Got the water to lay out nice. Anyway, back to this. This is it's a water depository, liquid depository, so you can go get whatever liquid you want whenever you want it. So, say I want lava, because I can pick that up now. You come here, cursor over the thing, and hit the scoop button. And you get lava. Let's say I want poison. I get poison. Let's say I want muddy water for some reason. Muddy water. And fill it up back with regular water. So this is a design that I got from Ben XC here on YouTube. He's kind of the go-to guy if you're looking into Dragon Quest Builders stuff. So all kinds of good information on his channel if you want to check that crap out. But how this works is the liquid that you suck in is not proximity-based. It's if there are actually two liquids within a certain radius of you, the game has to pick which one you're going to suck up with a priority system. And as it turns out, well, through experimentation you would figure this out, but the priority system is lava, poison, this liquid we don't have access to yet, then muddy water, what is this one? Seawater. This is hot water, which we don't have yet, but we do have access to, and finally clean water. So what happens is when the lava directly above my head is actually too high up for me to suck in. But the lava that's over here dips down too. It's filled in top and then drops down too, so it's directly in front of me. So when I'm over here, it will suck in the lava that's over there without touching the lava block that's on the very top. And now there's lava, poison, and all kinds of other liquids all within radius of me picking up right here, but lava takes priority. That's why it takes water. If I move over here, though, lava is now out of the equation. It's too far away for me to pick up, so it goes to the next highest priority, which is poison. Poison we don't have easy access to yet, but we can head back to Moonbrook. There was a little poison area off to the side, and you can suck up some poison there. Got that real easy. Seawater, muddy waters everywhere, clean waters everywhere. So once I get this filled up, the one directly above my head, I put there purely so I can tell more easily what liquid it is. Since it's 2 blocks up, I don't pick it up, so it's not actually affecting what I draw in. And once I'm done and get all the liquids in, I'm just going to cover up that back row so I can't even see it anymore. But anyway, that's another thing we need. Hot water. So let's go adventuring. There's a couple things we missed. There is an item from a boss we missed, another boss we missed entirely, and, you know, also hot water. So, let's go to Laguna Perfume. There he is. Hey, no, you get back here. But this guy does actually attack. There you go. Cast Fireball on us. Hurts like a son of a gun. Hey, get back here. So apparently it's a rare occurrence, but you can get this guy as a friend to recruit. And it just so happens that that's what I got. When that happens, when you recruit a monster as a friend, they will not drop any items that they otherwise would have dropped. Aha, I'm over here. There we go. So when you do that, when you befriend them, they will not drop what they otherwise would drop. They don't drop anything, which means we missed out on this liquid metal soup. Look at this guy. Missed 2 things on Rimy Reef. One was my own mistake. I needed hot water. And I just couldn't hit the right button. And the other was a super boss. So I think this area has an extra large enemy that doesn't count as a super boss. And that threw me into thinking that I had gotten all the super bosses. But no! This idiot right here, we had not in fact gotten. Man, that guy put up a heck of a fight. But as a reward, you get a statue of him. Sorry about that, Brittany. We go, and now we can greet everybody that shows up. So with that done, that should be pretty much everything that we can get off of the Explorer's Shores. And we didn't heck it up this time. So I just need to come up here now and put in, looks like here. And then also here. And now we have hot water, easily accessible. Yeah. So there are plenty of tablet targets that we needed to do. There are also things that we needed to look at on the crafting table. To see what we can unlock on here. And how about that we did just unlock a couple things. Oh right, I got music too. We got the Fierce Fountain, which the unlock condition was to get hot water. And the, I swear something else unlocked, but I'm not seeing it. Anyway. There were a couple other things that unlocked. I forget what exactly they were. Some of them unlocked when I made the castle cafeteria. A couple of them were unlocked. I think some others, something else unlocked when I got a certain number of monster friends. Helix the Hero. This one unlocked when we got a certain number of monsters on the island. So there's not a lot left to unlock on here. These two should be pretty easily, just photograph fireworks. Easy to do. These three are going to be a little more cumbersome. This one we're probably going to be doing anyway, but it's not just an easy thing to do. This one, build different types of rooms on the Isle of Awakening, I've nearly gotten done already. I haven't even gone out of my way to make a lot of new rooms. This is purely just... in building that castle, I replicated the rooms that we made on Moonbrook. As you can see, there are the grayed out ones in here, are ones that we have technically built, but we built them not on the Isle of Awakening. So we even have these recipes, and if I went ahead and made one of these, that would be our 50. Like, super easy. And so I remade most of the ones that we did in Moonbrook, and that got us where we are now. Let's see here then. Collect scaly steaks. Dang it, I gotta go back out to the island. I forgot about that one. I knew there was something else. I knew there was something else out there. Where was this idiot? It's this idiot we gotta beat up again. Give me your meat! So we just have to make one more room type that we haven't made before, which is pretty simple to do, and make 5 rooms that specifically match the tastes of the people. And then we also have to photograph fireworks. All of these are going to be things that we are either pretty easy to do or things we're going to be doing anyway. So with that done, let's go ahead and take a look at our tablet targets. Because some things have changed on there that I accomplished along the way. Not necessarily intending to, but it happens. So, okay, top 3 were done already. Build lots of different rooms. I've done all of these already, and this was purely unlocked just in me reconstructing the castle. Making the rooms that we've already seen made. Spa Resort is going to be a project all on its own. Make lots of snowfield, already done. I just expanded the snowfield, you all saw it. Make lots of poisonous swamps. This one is actually really tricky for us because we don't have access to this, I don't think. At least not in an easily movable way. Because what you need is the poison grass, which we can kind of get by exploiting game mechanics, but there aren't many places that exists. So I think what we'll have to do for this one is use poison liquid and hope that counts. Use every color. This should be super easy to get. Just make a couple more bunny suits. Befriend lots of monsters. These are already done. I went out and got a couple new ones. You saw the brownie in castle. I also got a mud hand that is currently over in Crumble Dun, as well as a heel slime, which is also over in Crumble Dun. The heel slimes are pretty much everywhere, super easy to find. The brownies are in the one really tall, craggy lava one. Those were kind of a pain in the butt to find. I was just going to get a hammerhead instead, but I couldn't friggin' find a hammerhead. Find more residents. I got this one just when I was getting the monsters in. So make lots of different food, collect every type of animal. We got those already. These last 3 are hidden, but I can tell you exactly what they are. This first one is to grow every type of flower. We cannot do this, and we cannot complete this one until post-game. Flat out, we can't do it. I already have pretty much as many flowers as I think I can get. So, nothing we can do about that one. This second one here is recruit every different job. Which, as it turns out, is actually pretty easy to do, and we may even be able to do it before post-game. But I may wait until post-game anyway, because I feel like that'll go easier for us. There's one more that I can get easily, though. But the short of it is, when you go to each of the islands of the Explorer Shores, you find different NPCs wandering around there. Like the villagers, farmers, merchants, miners, dancers, bartenders. Most of these we've seen and I've brought over here. And I'm pretty confident that the NPCs that we bring with us back from the main islands also count. So there's 12 total. Actually, there may be 13 total. Because I found a list that lists 12. And there is for sure a 13th. I've seen a 13th. So we may be able to cap this one now. Not that it really matters. So the villagers we already have. We've gotten some of them in when we brought back... Or we got some of them living over in Furrowfield right now. Farmers we have plenty of over in Furrowfield. Merchant we had to get for Crumble Dun. Miners, I'm pretty sure, like Digby and Dugby. I can't remember their names already. Pretty sure they count as miners, and we also got some anyway. Dancer, pretty sure Babs counts. We also got some more anyway. Bartender, Den counts. An elder. I don't think we have anything that classifies as an elder. We got a couple old folks, especially over here in Moonbrook, but I don't think any of them actually count as elders. Child, we have a child. Nun, we have a nun. Soldier, we have a soldier. Singer, we do not have a singer. Pepperoni is actually a singer. So come post-game, when we can bring Pepperoni back to the Isle of Awakening, there's that one. And Bard, we have a Bard. So the only one that I can go get right now is an Elder from this list. I have seen a king. I don't remember where, but I remember on one of the Explorer Shores I saw a king. And he was just like, I'm a king! Do you have a kingdom I can rule? And I'm like, you're kind of asking me for everything here, aren't you? But yeah, we could. So I may go get an Elder, though. And then this last one is to have 26 different tile types visible on the map. We have 20. But you can see there's plenty here. And this one shouldn't be too hard. So that's kind of what we're doing from here. Most everything left for us, nothing is super complicated. It's just going to take doing the legwork for it. So until next time, everyone, this is the Moonbrook outfits. The Moonbrook outfit. And it's actually, honest to goodness, adorable. Until next time, everybody.